Novel adaptations of movies and movie adaptations of novels are always different. They both stick to and stay true to the overall story and characters, but there's a ton of differences between them. And the novel adaptation of The Force Awakens is no different. It exclusively features a ton of things that we didn't see nor hear about in the movie. Today I'm going to be talking about something that happened in the book that did not happen in the movie. I saw a quote on the internet of this particular segment of the book, and not only did it blow me away, but a completely mind-blowing theory followed my train of thought. The scene I'm referring to is Rey's vision she sees when she touches Luke's lightsaber. In the movie, we see Cloud City, the room Vader and Luke fought in. We see Luke mourning of R2-D2, the Knights of Ren, and the most controversial shot, Rey being dropped off on Jakku as a child. The novel version of this scene, however, was different and far more interesting. In the novel, rather than Rey being abandoned on Jakku by somebody unknown, there's a different childhood memory. In barren, snowy woods, Rey can hear battle in the distance. A voice that Rey recognizes tell her, "Stay here, I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you, sweetheart, I promise." So straight away, that is amazing. Despite Rey being dropped off on Jakku being really cool and mysterious, I think I would have rather have seen this vision. The novel, written by author Alan Dean Foster, is apparently officially canon, which means both these visions and both these events, the one in the snowy forest and the one in Jakku, actually officially happened in Rey's life. So with that being said, here is my theory about what this vision means. First of all, I want to establish who the mysterious voice is. The mysterious voice is none other than Luke Skywalker. It's implied in the quote that the mysterious voice is a father figure by the voice calling Rey sweetheart and promising her they'll come back. The voice could obviously also be a female, but in my theory it's Luke. After the tragedy that unfolded at the Jedi Massacre, Luke Skywalker fled and took his youngest student and only child, Rey, far away from the location of his established new Jedi Order. He knew the end was near. He knew the First Order was uprising. He knew his Jedi were all murdered, and he felt the painful feeling of betrayal after Ben Solo and the Knights of Ren murdered all his students. He also knew who was responsible for Ben Solo turning to the dark side. With no choice but to take Rey with him, Luke flew to an unknown planet that would later be known as Starkiller Base, where he felt in the Force that it was where Snoke lived. Luke went there to confront and potentially kill Snoke. When Rey and Luke land on Starkiller Base, Luke tells Rey to wait in the ship. This is the point where Luke is revealed to be the mysterious voice that Rey recognizes. Luke tells young Rey, "Stay here, I'll come back for you. I'll come back for you, sweetheart, I promise." Luke leaves the ship, leaving Rey on her own. But after a while, Rey becomes restless, worried. She decides to leave the ship and find her father and potentially help him. She sprints through the barren, snowy woods that is the same snowy woods she would later in life fight Kylo Ren in. Rey stops dead in her tracks, surrounded by trees and snow, as she spots the only source of lighting in sight. She sees green and red lightsabers wielded by her father, Luke Skywalker, and a tall, bold, pale figure who is none other than Supreme Leader Snoke. These are the battle noises Rey hears in the snowy woods. Snoke and Luke are dueling, both just as strong as the other, and both resembling Kylo Ren and Rey fighting in the same place in the future. Luke gains the upper hand on Snoke by slashing Snoke's face, explaining the scar on Snoke we saw in The Force Awakens. Luke is about to finish Snoke off as Snoke is lying in the ground, only to then notice Rey watching the fight. After a brief pause, he turns back to Snoke to deliver the final blow, but Snoke has vanished. Nowhere in sight, as if Snoke just disappeared into the shadows. Since Luke defeated Snoke but didn't kill him, Snoke knows that Luke is the more dangerous and powerful Force user. This is why in The Force Awakens, Snoke seems to be scared of Luke Skywalker, and why he wants Luke Skywalker's location so he or someone he sends can kill Luke, preventing Luke from returning and creating another Jedi Order. With Snoke gone, Luke deactivates his lightsaber and very quickly goes back to the ship with Rey. He failed in what he tried to do. Snoke is still alive, as are the Knights of Ren and the First Order. Luke makes a painful decision to drop Rey on Jakku with Unkar Plutt, as he knows her only chance of survival and her only chance of staying out of sight and out of danger from the First Order, Kylo Ren and Snoke, is for her to be left on a remote desert planet. He learned from his childhood that no harm comes to those out of the Empire's reach, as he lived as a farmer in Tatooine up until the age of 19, and that sheltered him from any harm. This could also very well be the time that Luke tells Rey that he'll come back for her, instead of the moment on the ship. It actually makes more sense this way, but I still thought it was appropriate with the Starkiller base vision. Luke leaves Rey and Jakku and flies away in the ship we see in The Force Awakens with a broken heart, and exiles himself to Ahch-To in search of the first Jedi Temple and a place to remain out of danger. For now. Okay guys, that was the theory, and first of all I just want to emphasize that I haven't actually read the novel, although I do want to. I literally just saw this quote on hitfix.com alongside a ton of more differences between the book and the movie. Second of all, I want to be the first to admit that this theory probably has some holes in it. Some of you may think this theory is silly and it's not where they're going with this, but hopefully more of you actually like the idea of this theory, and maybe I've made you say wow. Either way, let me know exactly what you think about this in the comment section down below, whether you like this theory, don't like it, or are simply just open to the idea of it. If you like this theory and want people to know about it, then why not click the share button? Otherwise, drop a like rating on this video if you enjoyed it. That really helps me out. Subscribe to me for more Star Wars videos, and I will see you very soon. Thanks a lot for watching.